Our engagement is cancelled, Vivian.
His fabric is thin, the stitching uneven, knowing how much the palace spends on clothing. How insulting.
I know this is a terrible shock.
Is it?
I have fallen in love with another woman. My heart is completely swayed. I must break off our engagement. I trust you understand.
I wonder if people are enjoying the food inside. I hadn't even gotten to try any before he dragged me out here.
I know you're heartbroken, but try not to cry.
What will I do without you? My entire life has been spent preparing to be your bride. I love you!
That's not my concern.
This is much easier the second time around.
Do you need to be alone?
No.
What do you want?
Compensation.
Pardon?
I am the daughter of a duke. My time is valuable. You've wasted it.
But...
Shush. I'm thinking. This house was sold, torn down.
I have a chance to change my future. Should I make the prince fall in love with me? No. A man's devotion can waver. Marriage won't guarantee I won't die on the streets.
Please, spare a coin so I can eat. Please.
Starving to death was painful, so my aim is to never trust in love again. Let Prince Cedric cast me aside. Who needs that fickle idiot? This time, I'll make the Dusty a money-making powerhouse. First things first, I need to eat, and then I need to get to work.
Your new dress, miss. It's the latest fashion. I'll take the plain grey satin. But what if His Highness stops by? Then he'll see a sensibly dressed woman.
Shall I announce you to the Duke, miss?
Mr. Graves, in my former life, when the family fell to ruin, he was quickly hired by the palace. He seemed almost relieved to be free of us. I need to keep him this time. Please do, and stick around. Your input may be useful.
What brings you here, dear?
I thought I understood the depths of my father's incompetence. I was much too optimistic. Father, I have concerns about the financial status of our family.
You don't need to worry. We're doing just fine.
We have too much debt. What would you do if they called it in now?
Don't you want me to be prepared as future queen? The queen manages the royal household accounts. Let me practice on ours.
Hand over the account ledgers.
Here you are.
Set me up a desk. Move all financial records there.
My pleasure, miss.
Your Highness, how long has he been here? Did he hear me call him a temperamental child?
We've come to check out the horses. The stable master says the new stallion is too wild, but I think he's just unskilled.
I'm sure your High Highness could manage even the wildest horse.
Is Lady Clarincin here?
No, I believe she's home today.
Is she ill?
Not that I know of.
Surely someone will visit? Prince Cedric? Clarissa? Mother?
No one has come, miss.
Give her my best when you see her.
How had I never realized where his heart truly leaned? I was not blind. I was young. A girl who thought love was the most important thing in life. I am not that girl anymore. Father should never be allowed near money. Thousands of crowns wasted on frivolous items. And the tax collectors are stealing half of everything.
I've contacted smaller vendors and consolidated some debt at lower interest rates.
This is perfect, Mr. Graves. We need to meet with all the tax collectors. If we don't stop the corruption, nothing will save us.
When shall I arrange it?
Next week. I need time to come up with a plan for terrifying a group of men into doing exactly what I want.
I'm sure you will be quite successful. Miss, you must sleep.
Just a few more pages, And then the letters from the eastern section.
You cannot save this ducty in the space of a week. The work will wait. Please, go to sleep.
Fine. When was the last time someone worried about whether or not I slept?
Vivian!
Your Majesty.
No, Your Majesties until class. I'll be your mother one day, just call me that.
So bright, so caring. But after her son broke our engagement, she never protested, never reached out while I starved. She told Clarissa I was dead to her.
Dearest, you went to a very dark place just then. Do you need to talk?
I'm fine. Shall we begin?
Let's see what you remember. Prodigy. Tomorrow we triple the difficulty.
Wonderful.
You must be the young girl with wild dreams of performing miracles.
Are you Mr. Graves' brother?
I am.
Really?
No offense, young miss, but don't bluff with me. I'd rather you just be honest.
Please, we're starving.
If you're nobility, why are you begging? What nerve!
Sometimes I wish I was bluffing. I've learned to be whatever I have to be to get the job done.
You know what kind of impossible task you've set for yourself.
Impossible? No. Extremely difficult, and I might have to play dirty? Yes. I will save us.
Very good. You work hard, and I'll give you the knowledge to save your family. Deal?
Deal.
Vivian, what's going on? I haven't seen you in days. You have to help me. Mother and father are gone. I lost my job.
What do you expect me to do? The Queen says you are dead to her.
Can you at least give me something to eat?
My father forbids me from being around you. It might affect my reputation as future Queen. Goodbye, Vivian.
Her smile is too stiff, her eyes cold as they scan my papers. I've missed you too. Can we go walk in the palace gardens? Not today or tomorrow, but next week, and perhaps I can arrange tea with the prince. Well, if I wouldn't be in the way. Of course not. How many times did I unknowingly bring her to see my fiancé, sealing my own fate? Go with my blessing, Clarita. I don't want him. Don't work too hard. If you don't spend time with Prince, he'll lose interest. Trust me. Of course I trust you. Go to the Northwest Square. Find a man under a blue awning named Flint. Offer him 50 crowns for the information I've requested.
And if he demands more?
He will. Tell him Angel sent you.
Who is this angel?
No one. It's a code known only to his inner custer.
Shall I still schedule the meeting with the tax collectors?
Postpone it until after you have what I need. I don't believe in going into battle without a weapon.
Mr. Graves, schedule the meeting with the tax collectors, all of them, tomorrow morning.
Shall I inform your father?
No, he'll only warn them. These men stole from our people and our family for years. Tomorrow they answer for it.
Very good, miss.
And Mr. Graves, make sure the room has only one exit.
The Duke's daughter? What is this about?
Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
These are records of every payment you collected last quarter, and these are records of what you actually reported to my father.
Where did you get these?
That's not your concern. What is your concern is that the difference between these two numbers is substantial. Money that belongs to this duchy and to the people you overtaxed has been lining your pockets.
This is outrageous. I won't be accused by a child.
Sit down. You have two options. First, resign, repay what you stole, and leave quietly. Second, I present this evidence to the crown, and you face prosecution for theft from a noble house.
The Duke would never allow...
The Duke has entrusted the duchy's finances to me. Mr. Graves can confirm this.
Confirmed.
You have until end of day. Those who wish to stay must agree to new oversight procedures and reduced collection authority. Choose wisely.
Four of 6 have already agreed to your terms.
And the other two?
Packing their things. Ah, Vivian. Meet my other student, Damien from Telendra.
A pleasure.
Likewise. Bernard tells me you're studying taxation reform.
Among other things.
Today's lesson covers both your interests, land assessment and fair taxation models. If you reduce the collection rate but increase compliance through transparency, what happens to total revenue?
It increases. People pay more willingly when they trust the system.
And enforcement costs drop. You spend less chasing thieves.
Well, well, this might actually work.
Your Dexty, Ashford. It's in financial trouble.
What makes you say that?
The questions you asked weren't theoretical. You're trying to solve a real problem.
And if I am?
Then you're braver than most nobles I've met. They usually just pretend everything is fine until they collapse.
My darling, how was your journey?
Long. Where is Vivian?
Welcome home, Mother.
What are you wearing?
A dress.
What has happened to our daughter? I've heard you've taken over the household accounts.
The duchy's finances needed attention.
That is not a young lady's concern. Your concern is your engagement to Prince Cedric.
I'm sorry. I should have taught you something useful, instead of just how to be beautiful.
Mother, I can be a good fiancé and help manage our family's affairs. The two aren't mutually exclusive.
They are if you show up to the palace with ink on your hands and bags under your eyes. A future queen must be...
A future queen must be capable. That's what I'm becoming.
Don't embarrass this family.
That's the last thing I intend to do. Your Highness, Vivian tells me you've been training a new horse?
Yes! The stable master said he was untamable, but I've nearly broken him.
He hasn't. I checked with the stable master. The horse threw him twice last week.
Lady Clarissa, you should come see him sometime. I could take you riding.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. Unless Vivian came too. I'm afraid I'll be busy with my studies. But you should go, Clarissa. It sounds wonderful.
Excellent. I'll arrange it.
In my previous life, this moment would have destroyed me. Now, it's just another move on the board. Thank you for the tea. I shall take my leave. Strange. That felt more genuine than anything at that tea table. 3 of our remaining collectors are still skimming. Smaller amounts now, but they're testing whether I'll notice.
Shall I confront them?
No. I want to use them. They have connections to merchants throughout the Duxie. If I fire them, those connections disappear. Instead, I'll restructure their compensation, a small percentage of legitimate collections as a bonus, make honesty more profitable than theft.
And if they refuse?
Then I have enough evidence to ensure they never work in this kingdom again. We're stabilizing, Mr. Graves. Slowly. But I need more than stability. I need income. The Duchy needs a product, a trade, something that generates wealth.
Have you considered the textile mills in the Eastern District? They've been idle since
the previous manager emboldened the operating funds and fled. Yes. What if we reopen them? The infrastructure is there. The workers are there. We just need capital and management.
Capital we don't have.
Not yet. But I have an idea about that. I need to talk to Bernard. And possibly, Damien. You're not just a student, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
Your questions in class aren't academic. You're planning to implement reforms somewhere specific. And Talandra's new trade agreements with our kingdom suggest someone there is restructuring their economy.
You're observant.
I'm desperate. There's a difference. I'm proposing an investment. The returns would be significant for both parties.
You're proposing a trade agreement between a duchy that's nearly bankrupt and a foreign territory. Why should I trust you?
Because I have everything to lose and nothing to gain from lying. If this fails, my family is finished.
I'll review your numbers. If they hold up, I'll consider it.
That's all I ask. Thank you, Damien.
Don't thank me yet.
Miss, you look exhausted. I'm fine. The Duchess is worried. She says you're neglecting your duties to the Prince. My duties to the Prince are perfectly maintained. Miss, Lady Clarissa visited the palace yesterday. Without you. She was seen walking with Prince Cedric in the gardens. I know. You know? I arranged it. Is there something you'd like to say, Neddy? No, miss. Your numbers are sound. I've secured preliminary approval for the raw materials. However, I need to inspect the mills personally before committing. D. He's coming here.
Mr. Graves!
Miss?
We have a visitor coming. The manor needs to look not terrible. Can you manage that?
Define not terrible.
Functional, respectable, not actively falling apart.
I'll see what I can do.
How long have they been idle?
2 years. But the equipment is intact. I had Mr. Graves inspect everything last week.
The bones are good, but you'll need skilled workers. Training takes time.
Many of the original workers still live in the district. They lost their jobs when the mills closed. They'd come back.
And management. You can't oversee this yourself while running the Dushji's finances and attending royal lessons.
I have someone in mind.
This could work. But I need to be honest with you. My authority to approve this isn't unlimited. I'll need to convince people back home.
What would convince them?
A working prototype. 1 mill, running, producing quality fabric. Proof of concept.
I can do that. Give me 2 months.
2 months?
I don't have the luxury of time.
You carry something heavy, Vivian of Ashford. Something that doesn't match your age.
Everyone carries something.
Not like you do.
Shall we head back? I believe Mr. Graves has arranged lunch, and I promise you it's the one thing this household still does well.
You've changed, Vivian.
Have I?
6 months ago, you could barely manage a formal dinner seating chart. Now, Madame Fontaine says you're the most accomplished student she's ever trained. You handle court politics as if you've been doing it for years.
I've been studying hard.
It's more than that. Your eyes are different, older. Sometimes when you look at me, I feel as if you're judging me, as if I've already failed you somehow.
Your Majesty, I would never—
I'm not accusing you. I'm worried about you. You're 15 years old and you move through this palace like a woman who's already been to war.
I just want to be ready for whatever comes.
Ready for what?
Not when it mattered. For being queen.
Whatever is troubling you, you can tell me. I'm here.
I know. Thank you. 2 months. 14-hour days. Every coin I could scrape together. But it's working.
The first shipment is ready. 30 bards of wool fabric dyed with Tilandrian pigments.
Quality?
I've inspected each bar personally. They exceed the standard.
Dear Damien, the prototype mill is operational. First production run complete. Quality samples enclosed. I believe this meets your requirements for proof of concept. P.S. You were right about needing skilled workers. I hired the old mill foreman. He cried when he saw the looms running again. Mr. Graves?
Miss?
For the first time since I started this, we're not losing money.
Indeed, miss.
We're not safe yet, but we're moving in the right direction. In my previous life, by this time, I was practicing dance steps for a prince who didn't care. This time, I built something real. Vivian, we were just discussing the autumn ball.
Yes, the ball.
How lovely. Will you both be attending?
Of course. As my fiancé, you'll accompany me for the opening dance.
You must be so excited, Vivian. Though I hope you've been practicing, I hear the new court dance is quite complex. I'm sure I'll manage. You've been spending a lot of time away from the palace. People are talking. Let them. They're saying you've lost interest in the prince, that you're more concerned with business matters. And what do you say, Clarissa? I say you're my dearest friend, and I'm worried about you. A fiancé who neglects her prince might lose him? Is that what you're suggesting? I'm just looking out for you. I know exactly what you're looking out for.
Where did you get that dress?
I made the fabric. Had it tailored in town.
You made?
Shall we? You've improved.
I practice.
Nice dance.
What are you doing at a royal ball?
Diplomatic function. Talendra was invited. I was available.
You hate these things.
What gave it away?
You're hiding on a balcony.
So are you. Your fabric. The dress, it's from your mill?
First production run.
It's good. Really good.
Thank you.
The trade agreement is approved. My people were impressed with the samples.
Really?
Really, you did it, Vivian.
Not yet. but I'm getting closer.
Miss, I've completed my investigation into who has been sharing information about your activities.
And?
It's Nettie. She's been reporting to Lady Clarissa's household, weekly, since before your changes began.
How much does Clarissa know?
The financial restructuring, the mill, your meetings at the Treasury. Nettie doesn't understand the details, but she's provided enough for someone clever to piece together.
And Clarissa is clever. Beneath the golden curls. Don't dismiss Nettie.
Miss?
If we dismiss her, Clarissa will know we've discovered the leak. She'll find another way in, one we can't track. Better the spy we know. From now on, we control what Nettie sees and hears. She becomes our channel. We feed Clarissa exactly what we want her to know.
Misinformation.
Information management. There's a difference. Let's start with something simple. Tonight, within Nettie's hearing, I'll express deep concern about the prince's growing distance. I'll cry if necessary.
Can you cry on command?
I have a lot of material to work with.
I need to tell you something, and you're not going to like it.
That's most of what you tell me.
The king's advisors are reviewing Noble House finances. It's a routine audit, happens every few years. But given Ashford's history, you'll be scrutinized more closely than most.
When?
3 months, maybe 4.
3 months. The mill is barely operational. The debt restructuring isn't complete. If they audit us now...
They'll see a Duchney in transition, which could be interpreted as a Duchney in crisis.
Which gives the crown grounds to intervene, seize assets, dissolve the title.
There's more. I've heard whispers that someone has been encouraging the advisors to look at Ashford specifically.
Who?
I don't know, but someone wants your family investigated.
Can you buy me time?
I can try to delay the review, but I'm a treasury clerk, not a minister. My influence has limits.
Then I need to accelerate everything. The mill, the trade agreement, the debt repayment, all of it.
Vivian, be careful. You're making powerful enemies, and you're still just a duke's daughter with no official authority.
I know exactly what I am, Bernard. That's why I can't afford to lose. Debt is down 40%. Revenue is up. The mill is profitable.
But
we're not where we need to be for the audit. We're close, painfully close, but there's still a gap. I need another source of income, something fast.
the autumn harvest taxes will come in next month.
Not enough. Not with the remaining debt. Damien wants to expand the trade agreement. Triple the order. He's offering an advance payment for the next 6 months of production.
That would cover the gap.
It would more than cover it. Why? Why would he offer this much, this fast?
Perhaps he sees a good investment?
Or perhaps he sees something else. I'll accept, but I need to understand his motives. Your offer is generous. Too generous.
It's business.
No one offers 6 months advance payment for business. What do you want, Damien?
When I was young, my family lost everything. Political upheaval in Talara. My father was stripped of his title, our lands seized. We had nothing.
How did you...
I didn't. I just recognized the look in your eyes. It's the same one I see in the mirror. I'm not offering charity. Your fabric is excellent, and the demand in Telenga is real. But I won't pretend I don't understand what's at stake for you. The advance payment is because I know what it's like to run out of time.
I died once. Hungry, alone, and angry. I won't let it happen again.
Then don't. Deal.
Deal.
You've been distant lately. Busy?
With estate business, as you know.
I know nothing. You never speak of it. You're never at court.
I'm trying to keep my family from ruin, Cedric. Perhaps you've forgotten that part of the arrangement.
That's not... I just mean...
Vivian! There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Clarissa, the King's advisors are asking about you, Vivian. They want to see the Ashford account soon. I hope everything is in order. I'd hate to see anything happen to your family's title, especially now when you're finally engaged.
Yes, Vivian, you should be careful.
I'm handling it. Thank you for your concern, both of you.
Lady Vivian, These records show a remarkable turnaround in the Duchy of Ashford's finances over the past year.
Thank you, sir.
Perhaps too remarkable. Revenue has increased threefold, debt has been reduced by 60%, several corrupt officials have been removed and replaced, all under the direction of a 15-year-old girl.
Well, I've been overseeing...
My father has been supportive of my efforts to learn household management as preparation for my role as future queen. The queen herself encouraged my education in these matters.
And this trade agreement with Tilandra?
Ash mutually provides quality textiles, Tilandra provides raw materials. The contracts are all documented and legally sound.
Everything appears to be in order. The Deity of Ashford passes the audit. Commendations on your impressive management, Lady Vivian.
What just happened?
We survived, Father.
The audit was supposed to expose them. You said the advisors would find discrepancies.
The girl covered her tracks. Every document was perfect.
She's ruining everything. If Ashford stabilizes, the engagement holds. And if the engagement holds...
You don't become queen.
Find another way. I want that duchy buried.
Vivian, I was just looking for me. How sweet. Shall we walk together? Keep your enemies close, especially when you're planning to destroy them. I have so much to tell you.
I've asked you here because there's something I need to tell you.
You're in love with Clarissa and you want to break our engagement.
How did you...
You're not subtle, Your Highness. You haven't been for quite some time. I accept.
You... accept?
The dissolution of our engagement. I hold no ill will. However, I've prepared a formal separation agreement. Compensation for the Duchy of Ashford's investment of time and resources into this arrangement, as well as a non-interference clause preventing the Crown from retaliating against our family or business interests.
You prepared this in advance?
I believe in being ready for all possibilities. Sign here, please.
This is not how I expected this to go.
I know. You expected tears. I don't cry over things I've already lost.
Vivian, are you really all right?
I'm better than I've ever been.
Before we proceed with any new engagement announcements, there is a matter that requires the court's attention.
Your Majesty, I present evidence that Lady Clarissa of House Delmol has engaged in deliberate sabotage against the Duchy of Ashford, including manipulation of royal audit procedures and conspiracy to defraud a noble house.
That's a lie!
Correspondence between Lady Clarissa and a royal advisor arranging for a targeted audit, financial records showing payments to informs within my household, testimony from dismissed tax collectors who were offered positions in the Delmont family in exchange for cooperation. I also have testimony from my maid Nettie, who was recruited by Lady Clarissa to spy on my family's private affairs. It's true, Your Majesty. Lady Clarissa paid me to report on Lady Vivian's activities. I'm sorry, miss. I'm so sorry. Darling, you can't believe...
Is it true?
I did it for us, for our future! She was in the way!
Enough, Lady Clarissa. You are hereby barred from court. House Delmont will face a formal inquiry.
Cedric! Cedric!
Goodbye, Clarissa.
The quarterly reports are in. Revenue exceeds projections by 12%. All outstanding debts are cleared.
And the workers?
Wages increased as you requested. The new housing in the Eastern District is nearly complete.
And my father?
Enjoying his horses. Staying away from the ledgers.
Perfect.
You look different.
Better or worse?
Less angry.
I'm working on it.
Tilandra wants to formalize a long-term partnership. Not just trade, cultural exchange, shared agricultural research, joint infrastructure.
That's ambitious.
I learned from someone ambitious.
I'll review this tonight.
Of course you will.